Okay, let me try to explain this new version of the plot analysis file. You can find the file in this directory called Plot Analysis version 12, and it's called PlotAnalysisV12. So you can open this. There's the file. We want to set the working directory equal to the source file location. We want to load also the data files. So I'm going to load the data 1617. Yes, I want to load it. Okay. So let me go ahead and run this file. I can use source. And let's see what happens. Now here it asks you frame name or press enter to accept all defaults. The new version of the plot analysis file asks you many questions, but if you don't want to change the answer, you just press enter. Now in this case I do want to use data 1617, so I'll type in data 1617 and it agrees with me. All right, now here you have some options that you can change. 0 is help, 1 is choose new variables, 2 is set the order of variable levels, 3 is set minimum frequencies, 4 is set plot options, 5 is change output directory, 6 is do not recompute table. All right, so what I want to do is I want to choose new variables because I want to create some new plots. I will select set order of variable levels. I'll select set minimum frequencies. I'll select set plot options. So you can see how this works. Now in this new version, instead of entering names, often you can enter numbers. So it's easier to type in what you want to do. So I'm going to choose all of these. Now let me make this bigger so we can see what's happening. These are the variables that we have by number. First is sex, 2 is rank percentage, 3 is top quartile, etc. Now, in our current study, we're looking at regions. And it's better to use as few categories as possible. So I'm going to use the category with region instead of the categories with state. And I'm going to use the categories with department category instead of department. If I want to study in more detail later, I can use department. But I'm going to use only the ones with department category. So I do want sex. Sex is 1, so I'm going to put 1. Rank percentage I do want, that's 2. Top quartile I'm not going to do because I have rank percentage already. Home state is state. I want to use the ones with region. So I won't use 4, I won't use 5, I won't use 6. I'm going to use 7 because that's home region. Attended in home region, that's 8. Top choice university in home region, that's 9. I don't want university state because that's state. I want university region, so I'll put 11 there. I'm not going to do university right now, or top choice university. I can do obtain top choice university because that is either a yes or no, so I'll put in 14. I don't want to do department because I'm going to do department category. So I'm going to choose department category and top choice department category. I'm also going to do obtain top choice department category. That's 20. And I think that's going to be okay for now. So those are the variables that I'll be using. Now here it says set the ordering of variable levels. This tells you what the current variables are. Now if I want to enter any of these variables, I can enter by number instead of by name. Now, if I want to change the order of the variable levels, I can do increasing, decreasing, or fixed. I think it's better to start with everything fixed. So I'm going to put F. F means that all the variables will have a fixed level ordering, and the program will not change the ordering. So I'm going to put F there. Okay, now for minimum frequency, this is the number. If there are fewer data entries than this number, then that level is not included. So 100 is a good number, so I'm going to press enter and accept the current minimum frequency. Okay, so I'll put in 100. That's fine. Okay. And here it says, which plots do you want to generate? 1 is 1 variable plots, 2 is 2 variable plots, 3 is both. Enter is no plots. So at the beginning, you will probably want to do you will probably want to do both plots so we can see what is the behavior. So you will want to do both plots. But for now, I'm going to do enter for no plots. And here it says choose between percentage nominal spine plot double-decker and color grayscale in your plots. Separate your choices with commas. And these are the choices you can make. So I'm going to choose percent plots, which is P, and then I'm going to choose color plots, which is C. Okay. So you can tell which letter you want to put in will tell you what kind of plot you want to give. Now here it says set the ordering of bars in the bar plots. These are the current variables, so you can enter the variables by number, and then you can give the bar orderings. Now in this case, I want to have all the variables with the variable level order. So I could input L for each of these variables. So for variable 1 I can put L, for variable 2 I can put L, for variable 3 L. So I could give 10 L's like this, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this will give all of the variables this bar ordering in the bar plots. However, this is the default also. So I don't need to enter this. If I enter nothing, that will already give me all of the variables in the level ordering. So I'm just going to press enter. Right. At this point, it's creating the data table for me. Right. The data table is created. So now I can make individual plots. So let me make a plot. I'll make plot is number 1. You see, 0 equals help, 1 equals plot, 2 equals make tables, and so on. So I'm going to make a plot. Okay. So here I can choose the bar variable, color variable, pane variable, and options. To show the possible options, enter question mark. So if I want to know the possible options, I can enter question mark. So these are the options. These are the different types of plots: double-decker, nominal, percentage, spine plot, color, grayscale. I can make the font size bigger or smaller. I can print to window or print to file. And I can change the bar ordering also. I can enter variables by name or number. For a variable list, enter arrow V or star V. So I want to see what the variables are, so I'm going to enter arrow V. So these are my variables. Now, suppose I want a percentage plot, and I want to get attended and home region for each home region. So my bar variable is home region. So I'm going to enter 3 for bar region, for home region. Attended and home region, that's my color variable. So I'm going to put 4. Now I want a percentage plot. I can look up here and see what percentage plot is. Percentage is star P. Okay. And color is star C. So I'm going to put star P and star C. Okay. And let's see what happens. All right, so here is my plot. Let's see what it looks like. see if I can make this bigger. So you can see here the percentages of people who attended in their home region. Okay? And the bar order is according from least developed to most developed. These colors are chosen so they also will print in grayscale. Okay. All right, so we'll close that. Let's do some other plots. Okay. I'll do another plot. And let me look at the variables. My variables are here. So this time, let me think what I want to do. This time I want to look at the students who attended in home region by home region, but I also want to look at sex. So in this case, I have 3 variables. I can use a double-decker plot. So my home region is 3. Attended in home region, that's 4. But I also want to look at sex. So sex is 1. Now I want a double-decker plot. So the double-decker plot is star D. Star D. So I'm going to enter star D for double-decker plot. And let's see what happens now. All right, well, you'll see that I got an error here. It says could not find function double-decker. That's because double-decker is in the library VCD. So I need to add the library VCD. And you will need to install the library VCD in your packages. So packages here, you will need to install VCD. I do have VCD installed, so I just need to add the library. So here, library grid, I'm going to add library VCD also. So that is now in the file. You will not need to add this statement, but you will need to put VCD in your version of R. You see over here, I have VCD as one of my libraries. So you will need this one here. All right. So I'm going to run again, and we'll put in the same inputs. So I'll run my source. Source is Control, Shift, and S. So let me do that. Control, Shift, S. Frame name is, again, plot. It's data. Sorry, data, 1617. And in this case, I don't need to set the order of variables or set the plot options. I'm just going to choose new variables because I already have all of the options that I want. So I'm going to choose the same variables that I did last time, which were 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 11, 17, 18, 20, and 21. Now it's created the table again. I'm going to plot. I'm going to try to do double-decker again. Now let me get my list of variables because I don't remember what they are. So I'm going to type arrow V. These are my variables. And as I said, I want to do the bar variable is home region. The color variable is attended in home region. And the pane variable is sex. And I want a double-decker plot, so that's star D. Now let's see if this works now. Okay, so I should look over here in plots. Now here is my double-decker plot. Let's make this a little bit bigger so we can get a better... All right. So here you see how the attended in home region depends not only on the region but also on female and male. This may not be the best way to do this plot because it's too crowded. I have another option, which is I can do multiple percentage plots. So I'm going to try to do that. Okay. So let's see how we can make that work. I'm going to do another plot. And this time I'm going to use the same 3, 4, 1. But this time I'm going to do, well, I won't do multiple percentage plots. I'm going to do multiple spine plots because the spine plot tells me how much each category is by the width of the bar. So I'm going to put star S here. and that will give me a spine plot. Okay, variables and spine plot. Let's see what happens. So number of plots in each row. Since I only have two sexes, I can have them next to each other, or I could have one sex in each row. So let me do one for one sex in each row, and let's see what happens. All right, I don't know why this happened. Let's try again. I'll plot again. So the bar was, I think it was 3, 4, 1. And then I'll do spine plot again. In this case, I'll have two plots in a row. And here we have the plots, so you can see what they look like. Well, the zoom should be already in the other window. So here it looks better, although I don't have all of the categories. It would be better if let's make this wider like this. I'm still not showing a few categories, but you can see the comparison between female and male. It's very clear. I can also try to do the same plot with percentage plots. So let's try again. So again, I want to do 3, 4, 1, and let's just do percentage plot, and we'll see if this works better. Right, so here's the percentage plot. So in this case, percentage plot may be better because it's fitting the information is fitting better. So here you can compare the women and men for the different regions, and you can see how for the more developed regions, more students in those regions attend in their home region. Okay.